Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe now this start video. In recent episodes of The Young and the Restless, the character of Claire Newman, played by Haley Aaron, has undergone a drastic transformation that has left fans stunned. Once a sweet, innocent young woman, Claire now finds herself entangled in a web of deception and cold-blooded scheming. With her sights set on ending the life of her Aunt Jordan, Colleen Zank. This sudden shift in her personality raises many questions about Claire's mental health and the impact of her troubling family dynamics. Could this turn of events signal the beginning of a much darker phase for Claire? Let's take a closer look at the changes in her character, her relationship with her aunt, and the potential consequences of her descent into darkness. Claire's descent into darker territory can be traced back to her complicated relationship with her Aunt Jordan. Jordan has been a constant thorn in the side of the Newman family, relentlessly pursuing revenge against them, and she has somehow managed to escape from prison multiple times. For Claire, the catalyst for this drastic change in behavior came after a surprising encounter with Jordan, whom she first spotted disguised at Crimson Lights. After overhearing Jordan's order for oolong tea, Claire's suspicions were confirmed when she confronted the woman in a park. In that moment, Claire quickly switched gears, pretending to be thrilled to see her aunt and even pretending to share in Jordan's hatred of the Newmans. This sudden shift in behavior caught many fans off guard, as Claire's personality seemed to do a complete 180. One moment she was laughing and having fun with Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, and the next she was plotting to kill her own aunt. It's a change that has raised some serious concerns about Claire's mental state, especially given her previous innocence and the close bond she had with her family. After being estranged from her aunt for over a year, Claire has spent a significant amount of time with Jordan in recent weeks. Their rekindled relationship has involved taking walks down memory lane, reminiscing about the things Jordan taught Claire during her formative years. From poisoning schemes to cold-hearted manipulation, Jordan has played a significant role in shaping Claire's outlook on life. It's this bond that could very well have triggered something dark within Claire's psyche. While Claire might have been initially resistant to her aunt's influence, the recent interactions with Jordan seem to have unlocked a part of Claire's personality that many didn't know existed. Could it be that the dark side of Claire, which once simmered beneath the surface, is starting to resurface? If so, how far could this spiral go? Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, has noticed the troubling changes in her daughter's behavior. As a mother, she's deeply concerned for Claire's mental health, especially given the way her daughter is now obsessively plotting to kill her own aunt. Victoria's worries are valid, but Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, who has been more dismissive of the situation, believes that Claire won't go through with her plans to harm Jordan. While Nikki may be inclined to brush off the seriousness of Claire's actions, it's hard to ignore the chilling way Claire talks about her plan. She speaks with cold precision about the steps she needs to take to gain her aunt's trust and eventually carry out her plan, which only adds to the growing sense of unease. There's a possibility that Claire's plot to kill Jordan won't come to fruition, at least not in the way she envisions. Soap operas often thrive on dramatic twists and turns, and it's possible that Claire's plan will be thwarted before she can carry it out. However, the fact that she's even contemplating such an extreme course of action speaks volumes about the psychological toll the situation has taken on her. One of the main reasons why Jordan's potential demise might be delayed is the fact that her death would likely mark her permanent exit from the show. And soap operas tend to leave doors open for character returns. As a result, it's more probable that Jordan will be sent back to prison or temporarily removed from the storyline in some other way. However, if Jordan does leave the picture, will Claire's mental health deteriorate further? Could the emotional scars left by her interactions with Jordan lead to a regression in Claire's progress? If Claire doesn't go through with her plans to kill Jordan, it's possible that the emotional and psychological strain of the situation could still have a lasting effect on her. Throughout her time with Jordan, Claire has learned how to manipulate and deceive others, and this influence could trigger a return of Claire's darker tendencies. What if this manifests itself in more subtle ways, such as snapping at people around her or lashing out in unexpected ways? Perhaps Claire's relationship with Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, will be affected, especially if the two have a heated confrontation in the near future. Claire's new demeanor could also put a strain on her relationships with her family members. Will her parents, Victoria and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, notice the change in her attitude? Could her newly developed dark side create a rift between her and Kyle, who once shared a playful and innocent bond with Claire? There's also the possibility that young Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, known for his perceptiveness, might pick up on Claire's shifting mood. Could Claire's outbursts or erratic behavior scare him, causing him to become fearful of her? If this happens, it would be a clear signal that Claire's mental health is spiraling out of control. While it's too early to tell whether Claire will descend into a full-blown mental health crisis, it's clear that her recent behavior is a sign of something deeper at play. Claire has gone from a bright, bubbly young woman to a calculating individual who seems willing to do whatever it takes to achieve her goals. This drastic shift suggests that Claire may be struggling with unresolved emotional issues that have been triggered by her interactions with Jordan. In soap operas, characters often experience setbacks and personal growth, and Claire's journey is no exception. She's made tremendous strides in her life, but the recent events with her aunt may have thrown her back into old, unhealthy patterns. If this is the case, Claire will need help to confront the darkness within herself before it completely overtakes her. If Claire is unable to go through with her plot to harm her aunt, the guilt she experiences could become a central part of her character arc moving forward. It's possible that Claire's inner turmoil could serve as a catalyst for her eventual redemption, where she attempts to atone for her actions and regain the trust of those around her. This struggle with guilt could lead to moments of introspection where Claire questions the path she has taken. As fans of soap operas know, no character stays static for long, and Claire's journey could ultimately see her trying to undo the damage caused by her darker impulses. Whether she seeks therapy, opens up to someone she trusts, or even seeks forgiveness from the Newmans, Claire's journey of self-discovery and possible redemption is bound to be a compelling one. However, redemption is never easy in the world of soap operas. Claire might face significant obstacles along the way, from the judgment of others to her own self-doubt. Her family members may struggle to reconcile the Claire they once knew with the cold, calculating version of herself that has emerged. This creates a complex emotional landscape where Claire must work hard to rebuild her relationships and prove that she is more than the dark side she briefly embraced. The ripple effect of Claire's transformation extends beyond her own mental health. It could seriously impact her relationships with everyone around her. If Claire continues to harbor resentment towards her aunt, and by extension, her family, it may lead to significant conflicts with the Newmans, especially Victoria. The family dynamic could shift dramatically as they all struggle to understand what has happened to Claire and what kind of person she has become. Will her family stand by her during this challenging period, or will they become increasingly wary of her actions? Moreover, Claire's relationship with Kyle Abbott could face an especially difficult test. Once close friends, their bond has already been strained by Claire's recent behavior, and it's unclear whether Kyle will be able to accept the darker side of Claire, or if their relationship will crumble as a result. If Claire's actions continue to cause harm, it's likely that Kyle will have a tough time reconciling the person he once cared about with the person she is now becoming. Ultimately, Claire's journey could go in many different directions. Whether she becomes a figure of redemption or spirals further into darkness, the young and the restless will no doubt continue to explore the consequences of her actions. Given the dramatic nature of soap operas, viewers can expect plenty of twists, emotional highs, and intense moments as Claire's story unfolds. Will Claire emerge stronger from this turmoil, or will she fall victim to the darker impulses she's inherited from her aunt? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The Young and the Restless is setting the stage for an unforgettable and complex narrative surrounding Claire's evolution. Fans will be eagerly watching as this story continues to unfold, waiting to see whether Claire will be able to break free from her darker instincts and ultimately find peace.